Hello. It's vlog day and I'm working. The kids today are in London. They get around more than I do. They've gone down with my mum and dad to see Nan and Jonathan. So unfortunately I had to stay behind and run the shop. So here I am. This week has flown by. It's been so busy and just mental. So I will try and start at the beginning and work my way through to now. Thursday, I thought it'd be nice to get out with the kids, so I took them to the Sealife Centre. And for once, Erin was awake when we were out, which was lovely because she got to stare at all the lights and the fish and seemed to take it all in and quite enjoy it. Arthur seems to enjoy it more and more every time we go. But he knows where everything is now, so he just runs to his favourite parts. And we got about halfway through, we got to the big shark tank. And he stood there and played with the bubbles for a while because they've got a little button there that you can press that releases a load of bubbles, which he thought was excellent. So played with that and then all of a sudden just zoomed off and went. And I chased after him and found him in the play area. By the time I'd got there, he'd already taken his shoes off and was halfway up to the top and down the slide. So yeah, he loves it, but he knows what he wants to do and what he wants to see. So our trips there are getting shorter and shorter because he just wants to get to the end and play. Friday night, of course, we had our medium evening. It was great. It was really entertaining and really fun. I'm still not entirely convinced that people can talk to ghosts, but it was funny. I think everybody that came had a really good time. We were packed out. I mean, generally we can see 4, 8, 12, 16, 24, 20, I don't know, 20, 26, 27 people. We had 36 in for the medium night. So we brought chairs in from home. We kind of crammed 6 around each table. And everyone seemed really happy with it. People were talking to new people and making new friends. The food went down a treat. The alcohol and the drinks. Christ, our regulars are such overindulgent pissheads. We honestly, we must have done 15 or so of our Bailey's mega shakes. Because we've started doing mega shakes now, and they are similar to the freak shakes that you get, but not as ridiculous. Like they're filling, but they're not a meal within themselves. We don't put like, you know, a whole muffin on top or a pizza or whatever it is they put on top of these freak shakes to make them so calorific. But they're big, and we do a Bailey's one here. We sent one out, and that was it. Everybody clocked them, and they just went mental. We've never got through so much ice cream in a couple of hours. But it was great. Everyone loved them. Brilliant reviews about them. And the food went down really well, which is always nice when you're cooking it yourself and giving it to your guests. But yeah, so mediumship, I don't know. There was a lot of stuff that seemed like it was kind of clutching at straws. And a lot of it seemed very vague and general. You know, it was all quite generalised. It was stuff that a lot of people could relate to. But it was fun. There was a couple of people that had tears. A couple of people that just looked blankly when she said things. But everyone had a laugh. Everyone went away saying how much of a good night it was. And we raised like £120 for our charity. So that was lovely. And I'm very much looking forward to giving them the cheque for that. But yeah, I think we will definitely try and have another one or another couple. But whether on my mind will change, I don't know. So Saturday, I took Arthur round my mum's and we showed him a load of different Pixar pictures, and he chose Buzz and Woody. I should have guessed that, really. He loves Toy Story. There was a point probably about a year ago now, when he was 1.5, where he would not leave the house without at least one Woody. There were times when he took 4 Woodies and 2 Buzzes with him, and literally would just walk around with his arms like this full of toys, but would not go anywhere without Woody. And God forbid if he left Woody's hat at home. So it was pretty much given that he would go for them. But he's also got a big thing for Wally and Monsters Inc. So it was always kind of give and take. But we showed him a lot of different pictures and he chose Woody and Buzz. So my poor uncle, who has never seen Toy Story, had this little A4 print of Woody and Buzz standing next to each other to try and work from, to paint this massive mural on his bedroom wall. and he's done an amazing job. There's a couple of bits that probably need touching up and altering slightly, but that's hopefully something we can do. I have tried to upload a time-lapse video of the whole process of him painting it. There seems to be some sort of problem with YouTube playing it. I've done it twice now, and although I can watch the video, other people are saying they're having trouble. So it is on there and I will leave it there. If you are having a lot of trouble, put something in the comments and I will try and rectify it. But it looks really good. Arthur loves it. Arthur is amazed by it and drags everyone to his bedroom to show them. Arthur broke his iPad this week. I had to put the video of it on Facebook because it was so funny. He'd cracked it a while back by dropping it down the stairs or something ridiculous like that. And then came downstairs to me crying, saying Bobby Pad is broken. Now, Bobby Pad is what he calls his iPad because it has a Minions game on it. And according to Arthur, every minion is called Bob, which has now been expanded to Bobby. And I don't know why. So yes, his Bobby Pad was broken and he'd spilt some juice on it. And I'm not overly upset about it. I mean, it's a material object. It was free with my phone. But he was really upset and was desperately trying to explain to me what had happened. And I was trying to explain to him that it was broken and we had to put it aside for a little while. And the video is just really funny. So that is on Facebook, I think, and I might try and upload it onto here. Poor boy. Poor boy. Yeah, just kept telling me that Bobby Pad was broken. I'm going to try and capture a lot of Arthurisms and put them together in one big thing, especially for you, Dani, because you're doing speech therapy at the moment, and I think you will find toddler speak quite fascinating. I never realised that when you're a parent and you're trying to teach your child to talk, that's a really hard thing to say, that you totally change language. There are so many things that we call completely different names to what they are because of Arthur and the way that he's learned things and the way that we explain things to him and just things that he's come out with. So yellow, just the colour yellow, is now known as Bobby colour in our house because Bob the minion is yellow, and for some reason Arthur refuses to say the word yellow and just points at things and says it's Bobby colour. So that's happened. No Disney films are actually called their titles in our house. I think Up is called Balloons, Toy Story is called Buzz. But yeah, names for things just completely change when you have a toddler. So I will try and put together a little clip of his different sayings and different descriptions of things because they're quite funny and I don't really want to forget them. But yeah, having a toddler completely changes the way you speak and the way you communicate. But moving on, I think our quiet day this week was Monday. Didn't really do much. And then last night the kids were at Mum and Dad's because they are heading down to London. So Liam and I were going to go and do a nice kind of meal and cinema trip, but then we realised Liam is doing a late shift, so he finished work at 8 o'clock last night. So in the end we settled for a takeaway and a film and some wine. When you've got kids, you just want to sleep a lot. Like I am usually in bed at about 9, half 9, sometimes earlier. But we didn't have them last night and we stayed up till 1:30, just watching YouTube videos and old school 90s songs like the Thong Song and just ridiculous songs. Lots of kind of Limp Bizkit and Bowling for Soup and just stupid things. But yeah, we were up late, which is a really stupid thing to do because when you've not got kids, what you should do is go to bed early and have a good night's sleep. We failed on that. So yeah, incredibly busy week. It just seems to have flown by. And today I am in here and I think I might nip to Norwich after work. There's a few things in Primark that I really want. Like they've got a really pretty Belle bag. Oh my God, Belle, have you seen the trailer for Beauty and the Beast? It's so good. I get goosebumps. It's like 30 seconds long and they show you nothing. It's just pictures and a little bit of music. And I just get goosebumps and get really excited every time I see it. And it's not out until March next year. So that's really annoying. But yeah, anyway, Primark have got a few things that I want. They've got an Ursula makeup bag and silly things like that. So I might nip up there after work and see. But that's been my week. It's been busy. I've nattered on for long enough. So I will try and edit this at some point today, and I will see you soon. Bye.